Okay, you're welcome back. It is still your phone, your shoe. Channel Sport on Sunday. We'll still get back to you today for you guys to be part of the show. A lot of things happening there. I just the last interview with Bambo, and you had Bambo telling us that I tell you this today. There might be some light at the end of the tunnel. You know, so we have that going into this championship. To him, those were our two medal hopefuls, you know, Toby Amuson and then Ese Brume. And then they are now in the finals and hope that, yes, it is just one jump. I was just discussing here before we came back here that in 1996 in Atlanta, it took Choma Ajuma. Nobody. Choma, I know before then we did discuss a little bit with Shegu Degbami. We discussed with him and he said Choma was going to do wonder, that Choma was training in London and Choma was doing some, you know, great times that check out Choma was going to do. So we're expecting Choma to do well in the 100 meters in those sprints. I tell you this, we all went to sleep and before we woke up, first jump and we said Choma has won the gold. No matter how the world-class field of jumpers try to do, they couldn't. So today we just, maybe Esti might just go over there and then her first leap, it will be a leap of champions, a leap of, you know, a golden leap, and that will take us right down there. And then here I just said that Toby Amuson has beaten, the best in the world, and both of them are in the final. Psychologically, they are from the Commonwealth, zone. So going into the World Championship, if I have beaten you before, so I can beat you again. So if you are the best, I'm better, and I've beaten the best, that means I can be better than the best, and that is exactly what we're expecting. But then let's go back. Let's come back from where we started. Before we got into that interview with Bambo, we're talking about the young man Israel Adesanya.
Israel Adesanya never ceases to make us proud as Nigerians. I know the jury is out amongst Nigerians as to whether UFC is one sport that they really want to adopt here. But the fact that somebody is putting us on the global map, yes, he's representing New Zealand, but he never fails to show that, yes, I am Nigerian. This is my route. So somebody is out there putting us on the world map for something good. You saw after that particular bout earlier on this morning, he prostrated for his parent, gave them handed over the belt, and the Melbourne Arena was filled as in that's the highest. In the history of the UFC, 57,127 fans. So it tells you that there was a lot at stake. And Robert Whittaker, by no means, is not... he's
a former champion. I mean, they were
exactly. Also undefeated going into that particular bout. You will see the way he will eat Israel Adesanya. And one way or the other, he maneuvers and gets those punches, taking him to the canvas in 3 minutes 33 seconds in the second round. For me, Israel Adesanya, more power to your elbow. I think you are giving a lot of Nigerian situation. And like you said, this was somebody who just got into the UFC barely 20 months ago. So what are we talking about? When you put in the hard work, the result will definitely come.
When you put in the hard work, the results will definitely come. For all the, negative, stories about Nigerians, for all those who write later in the night and tell you they will promise you money to enter into your account, these are the people that tell you just one fight to put Nigeria at the map and tell the world that, yes, we are good. He said, put in the hard work. These guys are putting the hard work. A lot of Nigerians are putting the hard work. And Israel, the last airbender, Adesanya, said, yes, we are doing it, and he did it like Yemi just said, in front of 57,127 fans. It is not a joke to do just that. Okay, let's still, like we said, let's move to the middleweight. GGG was up there. Oh, that is it. I love these fools.
I'm on Nigerian. His entrance alone. So I saw a tweet that said, from his entrance, you know, he had already won the fight. So like he was so confident coming in, walking down the ramp.
Of a champion, a confident man. The man, look, what is this? You see, it's like you want to write exam. They say exam is coming. Once you have read. You know that arrogance. What he once said, safe.
And he said he has studied Robert Whittaker for months now.
Yes.
And he had come with a plan A, B, C,
up
and
to
D,
Z.
up and D. He said, but the moment he stepped into the octagon, he had to take it up to Z because obviously, you know, Peter can actually be in a dynamic fighter as well.
Has own dimensions.
He just started coming at him from all angles. And if you were towards the takedown in the second round, I didn't landed a very strong one on Israel's jaw. But somehow he said, I can give it, but I can equally receive it. And he took it down, and the next thing you know, this young man is down on the canvas, and that was it for him. So it's a good one for Nigeria, a good one for the last style bender, and of course, moving forward, he's 18-0 now.
Yeah.
Let's see how far he can go.
He's called out the next challenger.
John Jones.
Yes, the Brazilian.
Who was there, and he was all puffed up and chest up, and Israel will put you down, don't worry.
All right, Israel is 18-0. That means he has fought 18 fights, and he has won all 18 undefeated. Okay, I think maybe probably we can start taking your calls now on what is happening there and what's happening in the world of sports. You can join us. Let us talk about the World Championship. Let us talk about Israel Adesanya. Let us talk about, Golovkin, and let us see. And let us talk football. For you, during the week, of course, Enyimba joined Rangers in the CAF Confederations Cup. It has not been there. We don't have a league now. In 2018, for all intents and purposes, those who administer football in Nigeria shut down air football, and everybody went to Moscow for the World Cup. And they came back. They gave us an abridged version of a league with all excuses. And as we speak, the league is still in limbo. The league is still in slumber. The league is still sleeping. I think the tranquilizer, the dose of tranquilizer taken by this league is that much that we need maybe a sledgehammer to knock it on the head so that the league can wake up. But as it is now, we don't have a league. And there is no story anybody is telling us now. Our teams are not, they are always being friendlies. And there are a lot of friendly matches, that are taking place, and competition pre-season. Our pre-season has gone longer than the season. And it's only in Nigeria that something
Ken, you see, as hilarious as that might sound, it saddens my heart. Because really, what are we talking about? During the World Cup, they shut down.
We shut down the league. There was league in Brazil. There was league in Russia.
League was going on in other countries. They didn't shut down their league. We came back and said the NLL, we had issues with, how many teams are we going to promote? We had to improvise to say, let's reach a middle point so that our football can move forward. We did that middle point, commenced the league. Now the league is...
All right, let's take our first caller. Hello.
Oh, my man, how you doing now?
I did fine. How are you?
Really enjoying your program. If I tell you how I want to listen to your program, I need to stay in one guest house and
wow.
To hear your program.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.
About this Adesanya.
Yes, so
I'm so appreciate. He's a Nigerian.
Of course.
And number one, how he started. He started he want to achieve something. He was started for somewhere. Today now, they can't fix a date of Nigerian league that we go from it. I'm going from a Kwara United.
Of course, we know now. Kwara, you can't watch Kwara United now.
Today, I can't watch league.
Yes.
I can't in this country. Please, let us talk to the Nigerian football to do something on this league. We love it very much.
Thank you very much, Awolafe. Yes. Togolese league is on. Gabon is on.
During the World Cup, the teams we played against in our group.
Croatia,
was on.
Yes.
We shut down
it shows how...
we even shut down the female league.
Exactly. The kind of attention we pay to details. Because really, if we had contractual obligation for TV rights, for sponsorship deals, are we going to do this?
It's a breach.
And that's why people don't take us serious.
The major reason is because we build personalities, we do not build institutions. That's the problem.
Because the board of the NFA Cup or whatever name must go to Moscow to go see the World Cup. We have to shut down the entire league.
I think the unfortunate thing about this, especially for the league, is the LMC. For some of us, the LMC, it came in to rescue the league because not as if the league was not running, but because the board they were big, bickerings in the right there. And I said, come in for 6 months, interim period of 6 months. Get them their statue, and conduct an election so that you give them their league. But those who came to conduct the election took over the league and they became management. They went on to go over there, incorporated the LMC, even without consulting any of the clubs. They incorporated the LMC, came into a company. It was supposed to help Nigerian football, but where we are, we have moved 3 steps forward and we have moved 1,000 steps backward. And that is exactly where we are. The lines are still open. You guys join us while we do this. But then there are also good news. The special Eagles, they were here last week. Before they traveled, they were able to travel. And then in their first match, they played against the Liberians, who are the defending champions. They won that match by 1-0. And then the next match, they played against the Cameroonians, and then it is 2-1. These guys are doing us proud.
Absolutely.
Not all of them traveled.
Yes.
Because the president and the court was sourcing for funds,
yes.
Which is what we're talking about here. If the Salwas, people are blaming the Salwas for going to Bahrain. If they were here, maybe they will not even have opportunity to go for Champions League.
And that's what you said, even alluding to what Bambo said.
Yes.
Amputee Eagles, yes, they were good enough. They've been able to win
2 matches in a row.
Two matches in a row.
Yeah.
You see, it is not for lack of talent. It is not for lack of potential. All we need to do is to create the enabling environment, put our house in order. I don't know, is something wrong with us as a people? The basic thing, this is not rocket science. If somebody left Nigeria 6 years ago, and is now a world beater,
she's not the best in the world.
The best in the world, running for
what she does.
Bahrain. If we are 5 Nigerians in the team that ran the semi-final, the US and that of Bahrain, what are we talking about? If those people were here, would they be able to achieve?
What even makes this funny is the fact that they were here last week and they said they don't even have an active league.
Of course, we don't have league in Nigeria.
They don't have a league.
Of course.
When you ask, how do you select? They say what we do is they are training around the different training centers around the country, and they all come in together for trials and whatever, and then you pick the best amongst them. But these are guys that decided that they're going to make do of whatever they found themselves in, and they want to be the best at what they do. And look at them right now, representing the country and doing us proud.
Making the best out of the
situation. But for how long do we continue like this? We have to put these things in place.
People
these guys
will be sacrificing, and that's why I'm always very careful criticizing any athlete for
exactly.
Because
you don't know what these people go through. You don't know what they're facing.
I remember Yakuba Yegbeni's ticket to Sydney 2000. I'm sure the NFF never refunded that money.
Up to today. And tomorrow, some of us will say, Yakubu, he missed that golden goal. Meanwhile, he's still being owed the money he used to pay himself, to fly himself to Sydney to represent Nigeria in 2000. We're in 2019. That's 19 days ago. Please pay him his money. By the Ministry of Sport, call Yakubu, ask him how much that ticket was. Even I don't even add the interest. You don't understand? Just pay him his money and then let's go. Okay, let's talk football. I know a lot of you are also football fans. Let's see what is happening. It is happening right there in England. Liverpool, like we said, Liverpool are the second most successful team when it comes to the Premier League because okay, we have another caller on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This is Abib calling from Lagos.
Okay, Abib, how are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Adesanya.
Yeah.
He's making us proud, and I love him.
Okay.
And I love your show. Please keep it up. And I love the way you do your thing.
Thank you very much.
Okay. About the Nigerian League.
Yeah.
I think that time we wake up.
What will make them wake up?
As in, it's that time we wake up in Nigeria. As in, our league is poor, very poor compared to the European countries.
Okay. Habib, don't even go to Yoruba country compared to African countries.
No, some parts of Africa, not even all of Africa.
All of Africa.
Because you look at the way the North Africans run their league, and you're like, okay, fine.
South African league is on. They're even doing their knockout competition. They are doing everything.
Maybe for some of us that grew up going to the
stadium,
exactly, with our parents,
foreign
shooting stars, growing up in Ibadan, my father taking us to the stadium, you could relate with the players, flesh and blood.
Yes.
But now, you see kids Is it even safe to take them to the stadium? That's why you see them playing PS at home. Nothing. It's video games. Everybody supporting them, foreign clubs, and you won't blame them.
Yeah, I mean, let's have
because
there's
nothing to relate with.
There is even no league.
No league.
So
talk of security.
The out of nothing comes nothing. You can't get something out of nothing.
It's sad, really.
Where is our league? It's a simple question. The way we ask the question here, the way we're asking it. You know, for the past few weeks, we've also been asking the local government chairman, Algon. There is a society called an association called Algon. That is, all the local governments.
It would take a force mile to postpone just a single match in the EPL. Not to talk of now pushing the entire league indefinitely.
Wow.
Nobody's saying anything.
The league is in comatose.
No, they're playing a tournament around the country.
All right. Okay. So let's. Okay. For those who don't have a league, let's talk about their league. We don't have. When our league return, we can talk about it. We're in the preseason.
Preseason are longer than
at least, no matter how bad it was,
yeah.
Some people were still making a living from this.
Now,
exactly. It's an industry on its own, the entire ecosystem.
Yeah.
You've shut everything down.
Yes.
It shows that we're not really, until we begin to see sport, yes, as what it is, not a tool for propaganda. That's when we'll move forward.
That is when we'll move forward. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Go on. You are on. Oh, wow. It's like we lost that
everybody went to Russia. I said, what you're supposed to use to build the bakery, and I used to go and buy puff. And that's what
that's what we're doing. And you said something. Even the supposed club owners, because majority of the clubs belong to state government. The governors are not saying anything. Because, yes, if it were to be running like a corporate entity that it should be, making profit, after declaring the money that you have put in, if you were to be a private investor, will you be sitting down, not knowing when, what happened to your investment?
You see, what happens is that whoever is in charge of NFL, running NFL, won't, his tenure ends immediately after the World Cup. So what they do is that the club owners who have, formally the clubs have, all the clubs have one vote. Yeah. But now you have the state FA chairman, they all have one vote and stuff. So they will make sure that all these guys, they take them to the World Cup.
So carry them along, supposedly.
Carry them along. So they know that...
so that at the next Congress...
In Brazil, they've already sealed coming back, which started the crisis that we are still on up till today.
I don't know when we're going to learn.
They took all of them again, they took them to Russia, and then they are assured of that when you come back, you will vote for me. But after voting, now you have the mandate. What are you doing with it? All right, hello.
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 Hello, yeah.
Go on, good afternoon. You are on.
Oh, good afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually want to speak something about this issue, right?
Okay.
About the football, right?
Okay.
But to be honest, it's a big disgrace in the UK here, right? Most of the guys, they're busy going football every Saturday. But they should be able to find a way to stop things out in Nigeria. All these guys are doing Yahoo boys or stealing or doing things. But when they enforce money into football in Nigeria, most of these guys would love to play football.
Yeah.
But nobody is actually raising the suggestion about those kind of issues in that country. And it's killing us. Every time people are blaming the young guys. And it's not them. Everybody wants to make it in life. But when most of the people that are stealing money, big money in Nigeria, they're actually celebrating them. But the young guys are stealing 5,000 naira, 2,000 naira, people are killing them on the street. And we have a government.
But you don't need to support any form of stealing, whether up there or down. We expect everybody to do it right. I mean, whether you are stealing 1 naira, you are stealing 1 billion, I mean, you shouldn't support stealing in any form, right?
We should support stealing, right? Stealing is stealing, but we know, sir, people know that people that are stealing money in Nigeria, people are worshiping them. People are celebrating them. Why all these senators, you
are going politics. Let's talk sports. We talk sports here.
Yeah, sir, I'm talking about sport as well. I'm talking about how Nigerian league will go forward.
Yeah.
You understand, sir? What my own view is most of this money that people are taking Why can't we say, oh, let's enforce money into every state for football?
For football.
Look at football,
sports.
right?
Yeah.
That went for World Cup. They've never passed first stage. In UK, you have thousands of football clubs for females, talkless of men. But when guys are getting money out of it, they'll be able to focus on football.
Where are you calling from in the UK?
I'm not talking about.
Where are you calling from in the UK? Where?
East London.
East London. Okay. All right. All right, go on.
Yes, sir. But what I'm trying to say is, when we keep saying this issue every day, it comes on TV and radio, the government will be able to do something about it. Even though it is Lagos, if they change their own thinking in Lagos, that okay, let's enforce some money into football. Let's have some football clubs. Even those football clubs are around in Lagos, and increase their thing or wages, people will go. It's not everybody that likes to be duping people. So all Nigerians are in UK or in America, when you go and look for a job or where you are working in a place, they look at you as fraudster.
All right.
And meanwhile, if you go to BBC in this country, most of them are Nigerians. Go to America, most of the doctors are...
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lely. I really appreciate your call, and we hope that, yes, people vote up and then they are listening, and then we do our jobs. Because now we are saying the sportsmen are doing their jobs, the administrators doing their jobs, the leaders doing their jobs. We have different, strata, people occupying different strata, and each of those stratum, what do you do when you have the opportunity to do what you ought to do? Let's go. If we still have the time, let's see what is happening. Let's look at the results in the APL and see what happened over the weekend for Tottenham. I mean, this sorrow is getting too much.
Okay, Brighton spanking Tottenham 3-0.
Yeah.
Burnley defeating Everton yet again by 1-0. Everton is really struggling this season. Liverpool, last cup effort, penalty in 9 minutes, defeating Leicester City by 2-1. They had an awesome game yesterday. Norwich.
Since Norwich defeated Manchester City.
Yes, they failed to do anything positive and meaningful in the league, losing 5-1 to Aston Villa, a game that the future king of England actually was on hand to watch yesterday. Watford playing a goalless draw with Sheffield United, and of course West Ham after scoring first, losing 2-1.
When it is London derby, all those London derby, anybody can beat anybody. Definitely. Okay, what is happening today? Today there are some matches today.
Arsenal taking on Bournemouth, and Manchester City will be hosting Wolverhampton Wanderers. Southampton will be hosting Chelsea, and Manchester United will be visiting Newcastle. That is
the match of the day.
Which
Newcastle versus Manchester United.
I like the way you are laughing.
So
8 points clear.
Yeah, Liverpool 8 points clear, and they've established a healthy lead. And of course, their goals are not that bad as well.
17 straight wins in the Premier League.
Yeah.
If they're able to win the next, they will call that the record of Man City.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see from here. Let us see if we can go on a very, very short break. And when we come back, we'll still talk football and other sport. You stay with us. It is Channel Sports on Sunday.